Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Trip, and welcome to Dash and Shoot, my weekly show where I talk about the things going on in the world of professional wrestling. I do a thing called Put Over and Bury, where I put over usually three things, and I bury three things. And all the last couple of weeks, it's been so good that I've only had to bury like one or two things, and so like that. And then we get into the main topic of the show. So, so after saying all that. Let's just jump right into it. Oh, by the way, I should say that the reason why this is on Saturday is because of yesterday me going out and going to see me Thursday having a doctor's appointment, and then me Friday having going out and seeing Captain Marvel. So that's why this is on next Saturday. So, but after saying all that, let's go ahead and just jump right into the action, shall we? Action? Is there action? Whatever. As always, we'll start with Put Over and Bury. And Put Over will come first. And the first thing I'm going to put over is Ronda beating the hell out of Becky Lynch. This was fantastic. You know, this was exactly what was needed. This was needed in so many things. Becky, ever since the quote unquote heel turn of Becky Lynch at SummerSlam, Becky has pretty much got away with murder, basically. She really has. She gets away with murder on Twitter. She gets away with murder in all the other places, you know, on television. So it was good to see her finally get some comeuppance. Um, and yes, and it was even greater to see it come from Ronda Rousey, who has just been who just had everything like taken away from her. Seemingly ever since they announced the Becky Lynch Ronda match from at Survivor Series. Ever since they announced that, it's almost as if the fans have just decided just to say no, screw Ronda, you know. It's just been horrible. So I'm glad that they turned a heel. She had a great promo, you know, and she beat the hell out of Becky Lynch, and I can't I love it. So I'm hoping more of that happens. I'm hoping that less of Becky Lynch standing tall, and more of Ronda beating up Becky Lynch, because that's good. And then it makes it worthwhile when Becky beats wins the title at WrestleMania. That makes it feel even better. And if that happened, I'm seriously now having second thoughts about you know about that being the way that they go, because and we'll maybe get into that a little bit later with the main topic, but it's just it was good to see, and I thought it was really really good. The Triple H promo I thought was good. I thought there was some really good stuff here. The passion was good. Triple H is still just you know he still has it. And he, and even though it probably really is time for him to to really stop with the on screen wrestling. It's time for him to just stay in the back. Um, this could be a pretty good match. This really could. So, again, the promo I thought was excellent and really good. And I had a couple problems with the promo. That coming to the berry later, but yeah, I thought it was really really good. And then the Shields, one last ride. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Some people may be like, well, why are they doing this and why are they doing it? Well, here's the thing, and I think there was probably a little bit of truth in that promo because of Roman Reigns and his cancer announcement. You never know when you know what's gonna happen. I mean, there were many people saying that once you get leukemia for a second time, you know, you you have a lesser chance of surviving. And so, who knows? And who knows what he could get it for a third time, and I think, and then you got Dean Ambrose, who looks to be leaving WWE, although now there's rumors that maybe he's staying, but so who knows? So why not take it one last time with the boys? One last ride. And then we got Seth Rollins going for the Universal title. We got Dean Ambrose leaving, and Roman Reigns is going to hopefully be built back up into the spot that he, was in the past. And so that, I'm totally okay with this. So, definitely like the Shield's one last ride. The only thing that could be better is them playing Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth, this song from the Fast and the Furious. That's the only thing that could be even better. And now to bury. And the first thing I'm going to bury is an editorial from PW Torch that came out last week, and it was talking about how Ronda is bad for wrestling. And it really was. It really was to somebody who got work. It's somebody who got work. Ronda is working you. She's working everyone right now. And everything she's doing, whatever she's saying on Twitter, whatever she's posting on YouTube, whatever she's doing, she is working you. And if you're getting upset, truly upset about it, you're falling into it. And and that's not really a bad thing. That's almost the desired thing, because in this world where kayfabe is in particularly very dead, right? And people get upset about the backstage stuff instead of what's being said, out front, and what's being done out front. If you're getting upset at Ronda Rousey for her doing her job, then she's doing great. It's almost like the Stephanie McMahon thing from back in the day, that people be upset that Stephanie, whenever she's saying and whenever she's booing and everything like that, but that's what she's supposed to do. She was supposed to get you to boo her, get you to hate her. So yeah, I don't get. I thought that editorial was trash. I thought it really was. Ronda is not bad for wrestling. Now, if you want to say Ronda is not good for wrestling, I can't disagree with you there. I couldn't disagree with you there, because I don't know if she has been good for wrestling. It's a year. It's been a year since she's made her debut in her mark and things like that. So, who knows? Who really knows if that's really any kind of significance? I would say that I've enjoyed watching her, and I've enjoyed seeing her get better. And so yeah, I think that she's helped out a lot. I definitely think that she, I'm not saying that everything that has happened is because of her, but I definitely think that she probably brought in people that people normally probably wouldn't watch wrestling. As we know, I don't think Dana White. I don't think Dana White is a big fan of professional wrestling. that being said, he was at WrestleMania last year rooting on Ronda Rousey, and I think he's been a big part of the Brock Lesnar thing, probably. You know, probably been that. There's a part of me thinking that was work with everything with the pictures with of Lesnar and Dana White. You know that was a work. So you know whatever it is, but saying that she is bad for wrestling is straight up garbage. The Triple H promo. Now I put it over for some of the things that came off of it being kind of working itself into a shoot, being a work shoot and all that stuff. I love the Dave's a crybaby type of thing where he couldn't get his way so he quits. Love that. What I didn't like was the thing about it being like the character and the man and I it's one thing to do a worked shoot. I think like obviously there's the pipe bomb, but I think also the really good one is the John Cena Roman Reigns run from a while back. You know, when he says, "I'm still here, I still come back because you can't do your job." You know, and things like that. I think that's the one that is good. You know, but when you start talking about you're not gonna face the character, you're gonna face the man, and you start using Ric Flair's real name, that's when again it should be saved for things, especially like the real name. It should be saved for things for like truly character changes, or for like when Roman Reigns' announcement. My name is Joe, and for 11 years I've been living with leukemia. Things like that. Um, so yeah, that was some of the things that I didn't particularly care for, and I didn't care for the stuff with Colin Jost asking if wrestling was real, and I haven't been a big fan of the stuff that Ronda is doing, on YouTube or on Twitter, talking about the script and things like that. I think, and again, I know why she's doing it. She's doing it so that the fans will get upset because they're talking about just, they're trying to get, they're trying to play on the fact that she has no respect for the business, i.e., what the PW Torch editorial was saying. But, you know, there's a way to do that without, you know, again, doing the whole kayfabe stuff. So that was my problem with the Triple H promo. And finally, R-Truth losing the U.S. title. Oh, I wasn't a fan of this. I really wasn't. Just because I wanted to see R-Truth get a long run. Get a pretty long run with this and see how far he could go with this. See if you could get R-Truth to WrestleMania and him talking about John Cena, and then have John Cena answer the U.S. Open Challenge at WrestleMania. But it now looks like it's going to be maybe John Cena versus Samoa Joe at WrestleMania, and that's a match years in the making, and we'll have to see how that goes. Um, should be pretty good, hopefully. And yeah, but I really, I hated seeing R-Truth lose the U.S. title. I hope what they continue to do is that even if R-Truth doesn't wrestle, I hope they continue to do some stuff with him, because he's been on point the past couple of weeks, and with his timing, his comedic timing, and everything like that. Him and Carmella work very well, so I would really, really like to see, even if Carmella wrestles, you know, have Carmella wrestle and have our troops maybe do something beforehand. So I would really like to see that. So, and now the main topic of this episode is a little bit of fantasy booking. It's Ronda Rousey's departure, and looks like there is more and more talk about Ronda Rousey's last date being the Raw after WrestleMania, because she wants to go and she wants to have a family with her husband. So he's doing all of that, and so that could be something interesting. And like I said, I think she's had a damn good year in WWE and wrestling altogether. So that's it's kind of interesting too, because I think we'll see on the next couple weeks that her being the heel is probably going to be what works best for her. It would work even better for her is her being a heel and having like a manager like a Paul Heyman be the person that can talk for her. But maybe we'll see that in the future. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about maybe how I would see Ronda Rousey leaving the WWE, and it goes back to last Monday night. Stephanie McMahon said something along the lines that if Ronda Rousey thinks that she can get away with stuff, then she's got another thing coming. I have something for her. And what you could see is that after we have this Fastlane match, a Fastlane match, and what we could see is that on Monday, Stephanie give Ronda like an ultimatum that if you don't retain the women's title, then you have to leave WWE. You know that could be one of the ways that they do it. And then of course Becky Lynch would win, and Ronda would have to leave WWE. There's also a way to do this is that if the Raw after WrestleMania is going to be her last event, then they could definitely have her win the title. They retain the title at WrestleMania, and then come back the Monday Night Raw afterwards and have her do the one-on-one match with Ronda Rousey and with Becky Lynch. Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch, and then have Becky Lynch win there, and then they can do the whole thing where Ronda Rousey doesn't, she can't believe that she lost, and she does what she's done, with and she does what she did with UFC, so she sulks and everything like that, and she goes away and doesn't even come back, things like that. So there could be a lot of things that they can do with Rousey's departure. Um, my hope is that she does come back. Oh, she has a kid, maybe even two, whatever, and then she comes back. She's in her mid-30s, I believe. Yeah, I got because I think there was a thing where she told you she called Becky Lynch a a millennial, but she was born like 5 days before or 5 days after her. So um and they're basically they're born the same year, same age. I think they were born. Was it I don't know when they were born. I don't know how old they were, but they're around the same age in their middle 30s. Um, so yeah, have a couple kids and then come back. Because listen, she's not, she's athletic enough, and she's I think good enough to where that yeah, she's not one of these people who's doing all of the flips and all of the big things, something like that. So she can come back in her late 30s and still wrestle for another 5 years before she would go out. So, so hopefully she does come back. But yeah, I think that I think for me that is the best two ways I think to do it. I think there is the way that she does the have Stephanie put that out there for her, and then she loses at Mania, and then she comes on the Raw and she does another thing, and maybe she beats up Stephanie again or whatever, and then she walks out. Or yeah, or they do the thing where she retains at WrestleMania, and then the next night it's the one-on-one match Becky versus Ronda. That could be great as well. So if you like this fantasy booking I just finished up with the whole Ronda Rousey stuff, then you're in luck because over the next week, I'm going to be releasing some fantasy booking options, some fantasy booking videos that I've come up with and doing, and it, it's and the reason why I came up with this is just um, I kind of just had ideas. Ideas how I would like to see things go. This starts with the whole Roman Reigns thing. That's basically where this becomes from. When Roman Reigns, not just he comes back, I immediately thought about, he's getting cheered in Philadelphia of all places. So how do we keep this going? How do we not fuck this up this time, right? So I decided to do that. So over the next week, you're gonna see some fantasy booking, um, um, um things from your boy AJ Trip here. So make sure you click that subscribe button and you click that notification bell to get notified of when they drop. But you're not gonna want to miss it. Besides that, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.